jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
WC is back on the boulevard once again. You already know. We're back on deck. Shout out to Andrew Charles in the building. First on deck. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to the supporters, man. Shout out to you, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? Supporting the channel. Big shout out to everyone that's headed to the building that haven't got here yet. I just got in, long day. You know what I'm saying? CMD Boxing Reports on deck. You know, they had Rihanna's fashion show down here. Man, it was bonkers. Oh my God, it was bonkers, man. Dang, Atlanta they on some whole nother, you had people out there dressed, any kind of way, had their best, suit on. They, as we call it back in the day, they threw their best threads on, God damn it. You know what I'm saying? They threw their best threads on. They was fitted, as the new coaches say. You was fitted. You know what I'm saying? NO on deck. What's good? What's good? Salute to everyone that's on deck, man. Yeah, I want to speak on these two names that you know already, but more so how these events are playing out with the fighters that's coming up and calling out the bigger names. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't blame them for calling out the bigger name fighters. Alexis Rocha just came off a knockout win over George. You know what I'm saying? If I'm pronouncing his name right. And anybody who paid attention to that fight, George Ashie was 33-5-1. And Rocha landed a nice, stiff right hand and stopped him in the 7th round. All right? Dude was ranked like 81 in the world. Okay? So kudos to Alexis Rocha for getting him out the way. All right? Alexis Rocha proved the 22 victories, 1 defeat, and 14 knockouts. Now, we're going to get to that lone defeat. We're going to get to that long defeat. You know what I'm saying? Addressing those who in the building. Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. You already know what's the deal, man. Salute to you. Don Dada on deck. What's good with it? Salute to you in the building. Rocha smoking hard, angel dust. Goddamn Rocha smoking that good. That dusty dust. Diggity dust. Rocha say he ready, y'all. Rocha let them walk him into a call out, knowing damn well there's issues he's gonna have with that knockout. We all know he's gonna have, with that matchup. You know what I'm saying? Not the fact that he's coming off not to mention the fact that he's coming off a knockout, and the fighter is nowhere close to the caliber of the fighter that he's trying to call out. He's trying to insinuate he's ready for the man himself. Now, it may have been some residual effects, some PTSD from that long loss that he had. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that may be the case. So let's go to the long loss that he had, because it's very, very imperative that we speak on Alexis Rocha. You feel me? Oh, peep this out, though. Whatever happened with that? Let's get back to it. I guess, man, I ain't never had so many freaking drops in my life, dog. Stop, man. So let's let me give me a chance. This only happens when I do certain things for whatever reason. It seems like I'm on the restriction list to do simple things on StreamYard. I mean, come on, dog. This is Alexis Rocha, right? 22 victories in, one defeat, whopping knockouts. Okay, I'm gonna praise him for the knockouts. You know, I'm always, being a little bit exaggerating to the point, just to liven it up a little bit. But he's a 25-year-old boxer. Okay, he's a 25-year-old boxer with 23 bouts. All right. The good thing, he has no draws. But the guy, the monster that he's trying to contact, is 35 years old, 10 years Alexis Rocha elder. So if we go down here and just take a gander, right? If we just frolic and skip around, we're going to find out. First of all, let's identify he came into the sport in 2013, 2016. My bad. Terence Crawford is already in the sport 8 years. That's 8 years of professional experience that Terence Crawford was able to put behind him while Alexis Rocha was busy climbing out of the walker, going to the birthday parties with the jumpies in it. You know what I'm saying? Just still having a good old here and getting training, putting in the hours, stepping in the ring as a professional, working it up to a title shot. And the rest is history. But as we see right here, Alexis Rocha lost to Rashidi Ellis. Okay? At that time, Rashidi Ellis was 22 victories and 0 defeats. This was back in 2020. No, it was post-pandemic where Rocha lost. This was post-pandemic, y'all. All right, pandemic was winding down a little bit. He lost to Rashidi Ellis by a unanimous decision in 12 rounds. They was fighting right here. WBC International Welterweight title. All right, he lost. We all know that Rashidi Ellis just recently lost to Villa. We've seen it play out right in front of our eyes, but that's not even the topic of discussion. Our process is to identify the momentum for which Rocha is thriving off of, which he's keeping hydrated, which he's continued to push forward and have people believe that he's the new becoming. So right here after Rashidi Ellis, he fought. Sounds yummy. James Bacon, Suzanne for Giovanni Barraza. He was 20 victories, 1 defeat. He stopped him by KO. And then the infamous Blair Cobb situation. Blair Cobb was 15-0, very little experience, very minimal amateur. He stopped him in the round of a 10-round fight. That's pretty much the momentum that he's riding off of right there. The Blair Cobb's effect. Blair Cobb stepped in the ring with him. Maybe he didn't train as much as or he just had the wrong people in his camp. He wasn't properly prepared for Rocha, or he may have just overlooked him. But Blair Cobb's lost. Rocha is still a Blair. So we on the he's wrong. 19-4-2. Unanimous decision in July last year, 2022. Then he fight Jesus Antonio Perez Campos for the WBO NABO welterweight title. Remember what this is, WBO in some of the central head and a 24-3. So let's click on Campos' record. Let's see his box rec for a minute. All right. So, he fought Alexis Rocha, like I just mentioned, back in October 2022, right? His last loss was against Danielito Zarilla. So he fought him back in October 2019. And this is October 2019, and he lost a 10-round fight. Zarilla was 12-0 at the time he lost that fight. And then he had another fight in 2019, December, against Ramon Barajas. So he won a unanimous decision in an 8-round fight. Look at the inactivity, y'all. Look at the inactivity. Look at the inactivity from December 2019 all the way to 2022. So he had layoff before stepping in there with Alexis Rocha. I just had that point because people are bigging, this guy up for the knockout of Georgie Porgy. And I just wanted to highlight this guy he stepped into the ring with October 2022 of last year, and how long he was out the ring. And Alexis Rocha, with a guy on a hiatus that long, this is Alexis Rocha, right? He went the distance with it. He went the full 10 rounds with a guy who's been out the ring since 2019. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there for you, the listeners, right? He fights, once again, big shot, WBO, NABO, welterweight title. So he gets it done. He knocks him out in the 7th round. George was stopped in the 7th round. So now the question is about out the public. You know what I'm saying? The post fight, for which some of these guys should be briefed before they just get on the mic and just talk. It's nobody on your record that says you're ready for Terrence Bud Crawford. It's nobody. There's nobody on your team that knows you're ready for him. There's nobody that's just gonna say just because you beat Blair the Flair Cobbs, you're ready for Terrence Crawford. Nobody on your team should give you any type of motivation to say, yeah, you're ready for that fight. Now, look, I understand you're 20 years old, you're young, and you're working your way up the ranks. Like I tell people all the time, fighters can move up the ranks while you're sleeping. But it's okay that you was able to fight on TV and you took the opportunity to seize the moment and you knocked out George. You know what I'm saying? You knocked out George. Real talk. You knocked him out. I cannot deny that you knocked. I can't do. Let's just go to George record. 33-5-1 when you fought him. All right. Yes, he picked up the 6th loss. Right. So he actually has a 5-fight win streak. He was where? Just take a gander. People always say that you can't say that. You can't say that he did this and that. It don't make any sense. It don't make a difference. He can fight in his own country. He can fight this, that. I'm just giving you a tour. That's all. These colors, the red, yellow, and the green. Okay. All right. Not to mention that red right there now. He lost his debut. But the red, yellow, the green. Okay. Then we have a little red, white, and blue right there. But not the United States, of course. And you keep going. The red, yellow, green, green, yellow, red, yellow, green, yellow, red. Okay. Keep on going. Do you see something that's what do you see? The red, white, and blues are different, people. They are quite different. The location is different. The location is different. The location is different. He fought an astounding amount of fights in his home, his native country of Ghana. Okay, no disrespect. None of them had wrote you know and players fought with the flag being red, not until this a lot of competition to come over. This guy fighting over, and he finally made it over here, and he was stopped in the 7th round. It's not the first time. Real talk. Look at that. The good thing about him is that he finally was able to touch the fate. You know what I'm saying? Only got stopped one with that right. Just big Rocha so much. There's nobody on his resume that says he's ready for Terrence Bud Crawford. Nobody. It's not even one name. Terrence is not going to get credit for fighting Alexis Rocha, man. Let's be honest. You still have talking about BOK Prime and that Crawford signed with Golden Boy and like, oh, I guess BOK didn't do him right, so he's going over the Golden Boy. Look, he just went through a negotiation, right, with no promoter, right? So we seeing everything that played out. We heard the reels, we heard the same song and dance. The strings are broke, swear to God they are. The drumsticks cracked. You know what I'm saying? The saxophones are bent. We don't want to hear the same damn tunes no more. People saying that the BOK this. He didn't fight nobody and all that. Now, picture with B Hop and Oscar De La Hoya, and people got a problem with it. This year, I salute you for being young, for feeling invigorated and everything you've done in your boxing career. But know this, bro. If you do have the opportunity to step in the ring with Terrence Crawford, you're gonna be the next in line. You know what I'm saying? Lucky number 8. If you happen to step in there, you're gonna be lucky number 8, just like that was posted up here before. Let me put it back up here so the people can see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too happy about him being somewhere in the proximity. I really hope that Terrence Crawford fight Virgil Ortiz or somebody. You know what I'm saying? But Rocha, I inserted your name just so you can understand what's about to happen. If you are the next one up to fight Terrence Crawford, you're going to be lucky number 8. Point blank, period. You're going to be lucky number 8 in the welterweight division, bro. You are. You're going to be lucky number 8. I know people still hyping you up from Blair Cobbs, but Blair Cobbs isn't Bud Crawford. Nobody on your resume says that Bud Crawford get credit for going in there and stopping you early. He's not going to get credit for it, right? He's not going to get credit. So please, everybody's going up here, jumping up and down and believing that Rocha is the next best and he has a chance and all that. Stop it. This guy has a chance of making it to the ring, and that's about it. That knockout that you seen on Georgie, come on, stop it. I'm trying to tell them, Blunts. Tell them to stop it, bro. Stop it. What are y'all doing, man? Are y'all desperate? Stop that shit, bro. Shout out to the soldier on deck, man. Town Biz Entertainment, man. In the building, bro. What's good with it? He punished Blair. That was entertaining to watch. He did punish him. I ain't gonna lie, Andrew. He did. He had his hair fro, switching back and forth. But you know what? That fight is over. I think he should rematch Blair. But I'll be, going against the grain of hypocrisy. I know I'll be going with the flow, the current of hypocrisy, if I said he should rematch Blair the Flair, because he really don't need to reach back to somebody that he stopped. He's not going to gain anything off fighting Blair the Flair Cobbs again. Just like Terrence Crawford's not going to get anything from fighting Alexis Rocha. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather see Blair and Rocha rematch before I see a Bud fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I totally agree with that. If you lose the Bud, so what? Laugh my ass off like who you want to get knocked out by? Best fighter in the world. No, man, right now, I can't sit up here and advocate for any fighter to say, yeah, it'll be good if you go in there and get this fight with Bud because it'll be healthy to your career. That's not where I'm going with it. I'm looking at it in a sense like I'm focusing directly on, the top tier fighter in the selection process for which they pick these names, because the smear campaign has been ran for months and months and months upon a time. Even if it's a mandatory, he don't need a Rocha. If Virgil Ortiz is the one that's going to finally step up to the plate, Virgil's that guy. Virgil can fight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to not provide Terrence Crawford with the proper recognition when he goes in there and fight Virgil Ortiz. They're going to give him full credit. Well, full credit to the aerosexuals is probably around 49%. Okay. They'll probably say that, well, what you expect? Virgil Ortiz has been in adversity, in his career. He's been known to get hurt. So, good. He had a couple of wins. He went in there and did what he had to do to get the fight with Crawford. But he always been on record as saying he wasn't ready. So what does that say? That don't say anything that Crawford went in there and stopped him. That don't say Crawford won. That don't mean anything. So, it's at a point right now where you have so many voices that's faking it and putting out agitprop about everybody Crawford fights. They still talking about the BLK Prime shit. They still up here whining and crying about him being a BLK Prime and fighting David Adenesian. Now the new topic of discussion is him possibly, potentially getting with the promoter, y'all. That is the parentheses. Promoter. He's seen what it was and how tough the waters were for him to go over there and try and negotiate a fight without a promoter. Golden Boy's a different stance. He's definitely don't want to sign with PBC. You know why it is. These people, look, these same people know why it is. Deontay Wilder recently mentioned, Adrian Broner has mentioned it. Deontay Wilder said, hey, it'd be good to get your money right then, you know what I'm saying? And not next month, and not the month after that, and the month after that. He's been on record. Finally, somebody else is coming out. What are they going to do? Jump on Deontay Wilder and say he was lying? You see, they didn't talk about no Deontay Wilder now. Now, you know, when we was up here putting the information out there, it was some funny business going on. People say, oh, you just hating on the PBC. But Deontay Wilder, well, they didn't want to believe Adrian Brown. They didn't want to give him no credit. He said, man, they're going to be fighting on Twitter. Then Deontay Wilder just come out and make mention. And then you have Terrence trying to negotiate vigorously for hours, days to try to make that fight. And they pretty much just pull the rug from underneath him. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised Terrence Crawford didn't get any injuries from the way they sit up there and pull that rug from underneath him like that. He understands that he's going to get nowhere going over there trying to negotiate with PBC without signing a multi-fight deal. That was the whole reason. Him not signing a multi-fight deal is them saying, I'm not going to appease you and I'm going to change the fight to the next year. They had so many angles that they was going to hit Crawford with. And none of those angles was going to lead us to a fight. That's facts. Once again, shout out to Town Biz in the building. It doesn't matter who Crawford fights. People are going to find something wrong with it. Absolutely. True words. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to speak more so like, I hear people talking about Rocha. I'm like, he's not going to get no credit for Rocha. He goes in there with fight Virgil Ortiz. Only thing they're going to say is, yeah, he was high in the rankings, but he really wasn't ready. Him and his team made it a point to say he wasn't ready. But I say, man, Bud secure the bag. If it's Rocha, it's Rocha. Or Rocha just looked like he need more time. He took 7 rounds last night against a dude with no head movement, no feet, chin in the air. It was bad. Hey, man, all of that. The dude been fighting in Ghana majority of his career. And people say, oh, man, see, there you go again talking about, you know, fighters not respecting fighters who fight in other countries. I'm not saying that. But when you in a division of top tier competition and most of your wins have been built up in your own country, and now you come over here to fight these Mexicans, these Africans, these Caucasians, you know what I'm saying? These Russians, these Europeans, you know what I'm saying? You coming over here to fighting these dudes, and you go in here against Rocha, and he stops you in the 7th round, right? And it does say a lot about Rocha. Because George didn't look impressive. It does say a lot about him. It says he's not ready, man. You let a guy like that, people are going to say he's from Ghana. Ghana boxers are tough. Dude, stop it. They are tough. But I'm talking about the creme de la creme right here, right now, that we're trying to bring this picture together on who Crawford potential next opponent may be. Rocha going 7 rounds with this guy? Come on, bro. And he's lost to Rashidi Ellis back in the day. Man, stop it, man. Y'all ain't gonna never get that, man. If it's Virgil Ortiz, you're gonna say something. If he's without a promoter, you're gonna say something. If he's looking to sign with a promoter, you got a problem. Look, these homosexual erotic dudes, right? They're gonna start bringing up Oscar De La Hoya's freaking past pictures, you know, him, you know, on his liberty with his girl or whatever he was going through back then. His freaking only Oscar, type of social media, the only Oscar fans or whatever. People are going to be so immature about Terrence to the point where they're going to overlook what he's trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? They're going to overlook all of that. Ryan Garcia is about to fight a PBC guy, right? Let's don't go too far ahead. Ryan Garcia is about to fight a PBC guy, right? So we don't jump up here talking about, well, it's totally impossible for Terrence Crawford to fight PBC because that's the other side of the street. Well, Ryan Garcia is. All his 9 million plus followers, he's about to fight somebody from PBC, right? From Showtime. So it's not impossible. We can leave that alone. It's not impossible. It's very, very possible. And he has a promoter behind him in the name of Oscar De La Hoya, assistant. You know what I'm saying? B-Hop. You know what I'm saying? He has the engine behind him now. He doesn't have to go into negotiations like he did last time. He tried it out independently. He was able to get a single fight. And now we have busters out here talking about why he didn't sign back with BLK Prime. Why would he do that? Knowing that they're not going to be able to get him the fight that he wants and pay him the money that he needs. Why would he sit up here and re-sign with BLK Prime? Excuse me. That's not his level. He entertained them. He got them on the road. Now they can drive the rest of the way and make those pit stops wherever they see fit. That's not Crawford. Crawford is on the big level, on the top level, big names. You know what I'm saying? He was signed to Top Rank, the flagship of promotion. He was signed with Top Rank, dog. He's been there already. So therefore, right now, his decisions have to be tactically sound. And I think him going over there to Top Rank leaves him no other choice, really. I'm pretty sure they're going to take care of him. And I'm pretty sure Oscar's looking to make money off Crawford. I just want to know what that guarantee is going to be like. I really want to know what the contractual freaking details is going to be about because, you're going to have people up here talking and bringing up lies talking about Terrence Crawford signed a multi-fight deal for $3 million, $1 million a fight. Believe me when I tell you, they just wait till I tell you. They're going to come up with some absurd freaking lie to once again deface him making a move in boxing again. Watch what I tell you, bro. She was a last minute fill-in and never fought in the U.S. And he was almost 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Rocha ain't ready for no bud. Man, don't bring in age. I just want people to know how young Rocha was. He's 25 years old. 10 years younger. Youth. And he went 7 rounds with that dude. Youth. You went 7 rounds to that dude. What do you think Crawford's going to do to you? He's going to destroy you, bro. He's going to destroy you. I'd rather see Bud against Crowley than Rocha. Absolutely. I agree with that. Absolutely. Absolutely. At least it's some bragging rights. At least he has, that praise behind him. Let's let this Golden Boy situation settle down. Let's get this Golden Boy situation. You know what I'm saying? We need to hear the official. We need to hear the press conference. We need to hear something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's popping with that. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't say other side of the street. PBC don't like doing business. Now let's see. Can Golden Boy not only make Crawford's next fight, but let's see how it goes with Spencer Roney. Because if Spencer Roney don't fight Crawford in the near future, and it may not be at 147, it might be at 154. You know what I'm saying? Bud seems to be holding that weight down pretty good at 35 years old. He might decide just to stay at welterweight and unify the division. He might decide, say, hey, I don't know what he doing, but goddamn it, I ain't having an issue making weight. I'm not having an issue, bro. I might just stay down here and unify the division. Since Errol want to goddamn go up to 154 and vacate and do all this other shit, I might just stay down here. But we don't know yet. We just speculating. He might just go up to 154. You know what I'm saying? And his people believe that he can come down here and just get the Crawford fight right and miss weight, and the belts ain't on the line for him. The belts is not going to be on the line. It's just going to be bragging rights. And also, Crawford be able to pick up those titles the way we know it's going to go down, and that's going to be that. It's a whole lot of storylines can be played out in this situation. It's just old and stale right now. Very insipid topic to continue to mention. It's just stale. How people keeps retreading old ass details and titles over and over again. We passed that. We're trying to see who he's gonna fight next. If Crawford and Spence can possibly happen with Crawford signed to a promoter, that's what we want to see, bro. Let's see. Damn, David Avanesian ain't up there on the list. Can't forget him getting sent to the dark realm of sleep. Yeah, man, they sent him to the damn land of Nod over there at BOK. Crawford said, hey, I ain't picky. I don't discriminate. I don't care what promotion I'm on. I still knock him out the same. You know what I'm saying? If Bud want to fight in April, Rocha gonna need way more time to prepare. No, it ain't no time, man. He can take now into 2024. He still ain't gonna be ready. Give Crawford 2 more years, 37. He still ain't gonna be ready, dog. Let's be honest. He shined with Blair the Flair, but come on, Blair was freaking building himself up too, dog. Shout out to the lost art of boxing. LAB in the building. What's good? You can definitely expect a resurgence of all the slurs that Spencer Hollis was calling Bud while he was with Top Rank. It's already started. Yeah, it's pitiful, right? It's very, very pitiful to see these guys just going from one topic to another. It was Top Rank, then BLK Prime, now potentially Golden Boy. All they're doing is proving that they're black extremists. They're haters. Period. That's all they're proving to us. Time and time again. They're not boxing fans. And then when you speak to a Spencer Hollick, what do? All they want to do is talk about how the Bud supporters are. No, they're putting off their juvenile behavior off on Bud supporters, and they're actually speaking about themselves, y'all. They're not speaking about anyone else except them. That's how they act. Extremely sensitive, fragile-minded individuals that continue to just bash and run smear campaigns, torchlit parades, and all that other shit that goes on the YTC. That's all they want to do. Now they're going to be, oh man, I'm glad he's signing with Golden Boy. I get to bring up the pictures without feeling funny. You know what I'm saying? We get to talk about Oscar's old pictures without me really feeling funny and fuzzy. I mean, I used to do it in my private time, but I'm going to feel a little weird just talking about it on the live stream, dude. I'm serious. I'm just going to feel a little weird because, they only knew, man. He was on my screensaver for a while. I thought it was sexy, super sexy. Yeah, that's what the Spencer Hollick's going to do. They got to come out the closet, dog. They got to come out the closet. A lot of them had Oscar De La Hoya up there chilling. You know what I'm saying? They was feeling some type of way. They feel like they had a personal connection with Oscar. And now that Terrence is coming over there, you know how petty they're going to be, Andrew? They were sitting up here once upon a time, not long ago, and saying that the reason why the fight wasn't being made is because they was trying to link him to MTK. They were saying that, Crawford's under investigation for being with MTK, this, that, and the other. Well, guess what? He's been walking around as a free man. He's had a fight. And none of that was true. You lied on him. So just because you couldn't lock in the MTK Global information, then you take it to the BLK Prime. You want to smear his name over there. You said BLK Prime wasn't paying him what they was paying him. They didn't have the money. They was only worth $5 million. You know, the same mumbo jumbo, the rhetoric all the fucking time, bro. And these are black men who are up here going at another black man like that. But yet, on a panel, they feel indifferent. It's the same thing, dog. Like y'all are sitting up here talking mad reckless about this dude. It doesn't even have anything to do with boxing anymore. Y'all just trying to debunk everything he has going on now. But the good thing about this situation that Ryan Garcia is about to fight a big name over at Showtime. So it pretty much debunks Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight not happening. They can make the fight. What are we gonna do? Keep on talking about money? Oh, it wasn't enough money in it. Or it wasn't enough money. Or it wasn't enough money. Yeah, it's money, bro. It's there. Everything's lined up. The stars are there, man. The stars are there. We get this next fight out the way. The stars are there. What we gonna see? We still don't know when Spence is fighting. You know what I'm saying? We just had one of the founding members of the fake news sit up here and get put on the carpet, get called to the carpet, about his situation and the information he putting out there. So we still waiting on the flyer to come out with Errol Spence versus the question mark. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see the flyer come out. Errol Spence versus the question mark. Who is it? Spencer Hawley's about to fight a guy coming out of retirement. Hey, man. They'll co-sign him, dog. Karate Body, what's good? What's up, chat? Hopefully everybody's good. We good, bro. How about yourself? You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for pulling up on the chat, man. Spence extremists are impossible to have a mature, rational conversation with. They kick and scream because they can't get their way. They do some bucking too, man. They kick and scream and they be throwing their body. You remember back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember this, right? But when I was growing up, they used to call it being flicked. You know what I'm saying? That's when you walk away mad, just like watching Friday. You know what I'm saying? When they told him, hey, Debo coming. Debo took his chain. Old boy ran off. Red ran off, and he was flicking his arms back and forth. When I was growing up, that was called being flicked. These arrows, these Spencerholics afflicted, dog. They throw temper tantrums, dog. Seriously, when the conversation come up, man, they throw temper tantrums. They blacklist people they never seen in real life. They support the allies who are extremists, and they never met them in real life. But they support them. They support them because they don't want to go against it. They're in with a good group. They feel like they have basically sold their souls. You know what I'm saying? To be internally to a group, and they don't want to damn abandon that mission. They're making pretty decent money monthly. So they're there. They're committed. They say, hey, I'm going to be committed to this. I'm not swaying from it. I'm going to stay dedicated, loyal, with no integrity. And I'm going to keep on, running a smear campaign with whoever they want to run a smear campaign on. Period. That's just the way it's going to be. It's not going to change. They say they're not with the LDBC, but they are. Truth be told, they are, bro. All them guys are going to run the same thing. The same topic, the same insults, the same aspersions, all of that. They're going to run the same lineup. Their primary focus is on Bud Crawford. Not 100% that they hate Bud Crawford, but they trying to do enough to go against the grain and slap Blue Blood Sports in the face. Why would they try so hard? Why are they still talking about BLK Prime? Bud ain't there no more, so you can't blame Blue anymore. Oh, yeah, you can, because you feel that he's now supporting Terrence Crawford. I get it. I get it, dog. But hey, he's not just supporting Crawford. He supports Errol Spence too. He supports everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fly, bro. You're not gonna be a turncoat, man. You're not gonna be a turncoat with all access credentials to come and go as you please on both sides. Today I want to talk about Bud Crawford. No, they're gonna make you pay for it like they're doing. They run a smear campaign on Crawford. They just don't like that you turn your back on them. BLK has since passed. That's old news. But now with Golden Boy, they're gonna continue to talk shit about Crawford when Errol Spence isn't doing anything. He can't even make 147. The dude might be the next contestant on The Biggest Loser. For real. Straight up. They love having celebrities on The Biggest Loser. Errol Spence might take time away from boxing, man, do a reality show, bro. I'm just being honest. They have a herd mentality. Yes, it has been said that they have a strict herd mentality, just as sheep does. And y'all have to keep on pushing the facts and the truth out there to let them know that you have knowledge, man. You know, don't let these guys walk on you and say the same shit. They say the same thing all the time, bro. Over and over again, they say the same thing. The same negative information. It never stops to amaze me, man. It's just the same thing about Crawford. Let's see how the shit plays out. At least Crawford's getting back in the ring. We know that. What we don't know is what Errol Spence has planned for his near future on the horizon. We don't know how this is going to play out. But I want to give a big shout out to the Atlanta Falcons for making it to the Super Bowl again. I mean, we just continue to perform above standards, bro. Shout out to the Atlanta Falcons, man, going to the Super Bowl. God damn. I am absolutely excited to see them birds spread their wings and fly their ass into the Super Bowl, for real. This is going to be big for Georgia. For real. This is going to be big. This is going to be really big, man. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And it's good to see it's finally playing out. I'm happy. Very happy. Y'all just try to support those of you that's in the local area. Support, man. Support the Dirty Birds in the Super Bowl this year, man. We played our hearts off. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming. I don't know how they pulled it out, but somehow a deal was made with Philadelphia, and they're gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? It's a new rule that the NFL is came up with. You know what I'm saying? They kind of did it behind the scene, agreement. Like they do get some future draft picks and whatever. So the Atlanta Falcons are gonna be taking the place of the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, man. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. If that's the way we got to get to the Super Bowl right there, by paying the toll to cross the bridge, goddamn it, we're gonna pay that shit. We're gonna pay it. So I saw Gilly the Kid. I saw a lot of people. I know Kevin Hart's probably running around that. I saw a lot of people over there in Philly celebrating, but I'm telling you, the deal's been made already, man. Atlanta Falcons gonna step in for Philadelphia Eagles, and we're gonna win this motherfucker for real. The fighters not the fighters. The players gonna get back. The Atlanta Falcons gonna get back in training camp because they thought their season was over. Now this shit is breaking news, and hopefully we go out there and take this motherfucker, dog. We about to go to the Super Bowl. We about to damn turn up down here in the A. Real talk. I'm cool, WCS. It's always good to come in here and talk some boxing for sure, bro. I can't just stay on here extremely long tonight. Hold on for a second. Okay. People said to be stuff. Okay. Man, y'all hold it down, man. I'm not going to hold you too long tonight, man. But I just wanted to bring that up there and let y'all have an understanding that Rocha is not anybody special when it comes down to Crawford. I'm no way saying, oh, Crawford, go fight him. Why? If he fights him, cool. If they pay him to go ahead and get this dude out the way, cool. Because Crawford's been on record as saying he fight is mandatory. All right, cool. But I'd rather see him fight Virgil Ortiz. He's going to get more respect from that. Seriously, he's going to get more respect from Virgil Ortiz because he's a household name. And a lot of people are looking for Virgil Ortiz to step in there for the big fight and see how he can get it in. See, is he ready for that Terrence Crawford, that Omaha monster? Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, man, y'all hold it down. Appreciate everyone who pulled up. Make sure you do me a favor, man. hit the like. It's only 11. It was more than that in here. It's only 11. Hit the like button now. You know what I'm saying? Show some love to the channel. Appreciate you. Salute. We'll do it again. Shout out to Jamal Neasy on deck in the building. You already know who Bud gonna knock out next. I don't know, bro. I don't know who he's gonna knock out next. I just was, my live was strictly on Rocha, and I just didn't want to see Crawford step in there with that guy because it's gonna be easy work. It's gonna be probably just as easy as David Avanesian. Real talk. It's gonna be just as easy as David Avanesian. But we don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to wait till this Golden Boy situation play out. And then we want to see, what he has in store for his mandatory coming up in May. And in the meanwhile, hey, let's see what Errol Spence got going on. We don't know. We don't have no idea what this guy got going on. But hey, you already know what it is. Hey, he ain't ready. You ain't ready. You